aligning with the Vision 2030, we do know that there are many strategies that have been put in place with regards to also making sure that there is a promotion of equitable participation, sustainable development once again, as well as empowerment for all Zimbabwean youth. Now, there are many strategies that have been put in line with regards to making sure that some of these policies are also in line with what the interests of the youth are, what the youth stand for. As you've heard earlier from the guest who joined us, that is Mr. Ransom Madzamba, who is a Director of Communication in the Ministry of Youth Development, Youth Empowerment, as well as Vocational Training. He said whatever is done for the youth without the youth is not for the youth. Now, we do appreciate some of these strategies put into position to ensure that the youth are not forgotten. Some of them include implementing policies and programs that promote youth empowerment, such as the National Youth Skills Development Program, and as well as the National Youth Employment Policy, as well as the Youth Employment Charter. That is something that is also in the interest of the youth. Now, establishing youth development centers has also been at the core and center. Now, we're speaking about some of these VTCs, known as vocational training centers, that are also playing a pivotal and important role with regards to making sure the interests of the young people are not forgotten. Now, mentorship programs are also part of the strategies that have been put aside in this Vision 2030. Not forgetting the fostering of partnerships between government, civil society, as well as the private sector to equip young people with these specific opportunities in order for their growth and development. Now, when we are talking youth, Dora, we do have an appreciation that is any age between 0 and 35. Now, there is an appreciation once again and an allowance that there are young people who are also operating within those realms, but they don't fall within the bracket. Now, many opportunities have been made available still for all the young people who fall within the bracket, and we also do know that they play a very important part within the gross domestic product of Zimbabwe.
Ngempela Curtly, actually mina
but you are a youth still.
Siyasitshengisa ukuthi abatsha baphiwa amathuba ngumongameli okhonalohulumende wesibili ukuthi bathuthukise njalo lelizwe leZimbabwe. Hayi kuphela ukuthi benelise ukuziphilisa, kodwa ngezinye zezinto esibanika isikhathi sokuthi bangaphatheki entweni ezingalunganga ezifana lokusetshenziswa kwezidakamizwa, okuyinye yezimpi esiyilwayo njengelizwe. Ukusetshenziswa kwezidakamizwa ngabantu abatsha osokubhahile kakhulu endaweni ezishiyeneyo zelizwe lonke. Nxa-ke bephiwa amathuba anjengalawa awokubathakazelela, belalela izikhalazo zabo, bephakanyiswa kukho konke okunye abakwenzayo, kabalazi isikhathi sokusebenzisa ama-drugs lokwenza nje eminye imikhuba engalunganga.
Oh, most definitely. And the issue of drugs and substance abuse has been raised continuously, even by our president, that is Dr. His Excellency E.D. Mnangagwa, who has been in a position where he has been speaking against the use of drugs, saying no to drug and substance abuse, no to illegal dealings, no to young people making their time not useful and not valuable on this earth. This has been an important way with regards to sending out a message to ensure that some of these statistical figures that we have been mentioning and repeating and reiterating within this broadcast continue to also shed light on the fact that young people play a pivotal role. Now, for example, Dora, we have an appreciation that there are issues that have to do with the youth playing a significant role. And when we say that just 57% of young people who receive their skill training. Now, we're talking about some of the products of these young people who come from vocational training centers. 57% of the young people who receive their skill training always transition into self-employment. And within that, 57%, 9% also get into entrepreneurship. And perhaps speaking highly to the sectors that Zimbabwe has, which are farming and agriculture, which are mining, which are the health sector, many of these young people end up transitioning into these spaces, which means that the youth do have a pivotal role and contribution to our economy.
Ngeqiniso ngaphandle nje kwakunye lokho okukhulumileyo siyababona nje bakhona abantu abatsha laseParliament ukuthi balethe izikhalazo zabo balethe labo kunye esingeke singakuzisise thina abadala izolo nje ngikhuluma lomunye wabantu abatsha wathi yena amalanga afana nalawa abanike ithuba lokuthi sibazwisise ngcono sizwisise izinto abazikhangeleleyo njengabatsha sizwisise abakufisayo kumalungelo abo kumele siwakhangele njengelizwe waphinda wathi sizwisise ukuthi bafuna sibasekele kukuphi la kuphi ngikholwa ukuthi kuba kuhle ngoba lo mongameli uba khona endabeni ezinje azwisise ukuthi abatsha belizwe leZimbabwe bakhangeleleni and bese bebanika amathuba njalo siyabona njalo bayathola lama-loan awukuthi benelise ukutshala ke emabhizinisini abo abawenzayo phezu kwemisebenzi leyo yezandla sebeyifundile bayanikezwa ke izimali ngaphansi kwe-Empower Bank ukuthi benelise ke ukukhulisa amabhizimusi abo njalo futhi bathole imikambo engcono lapha bangathengisela khona izinto lezi abazenzayo kungamathuba amahle ke ngaphansi kahulumende wesibili ukuthi akula muntu othiywa muva akula muntu osalela emuva.
Absolutely, and we do know that many structures as well as schemes have been put in place, Dora, to ensure that young people are empowered. And like you rightly said, we do have platforms like Empower Bank. We have presidential schemes that continuously edify as well as grow the youth. We'll take a short break with regards to us giving you information on this very special day, and we are also going to come back with a history as well as background as to why this day is what it is, why today is a public holiday. But for now, we're just going to follow proceedings as well as understand a little bit of the entertainment. Like I said, we're having a good time, Dora, and I'm hoping that wherever it is that you're watching from, you are also enjoying the National Youth Day. We'll take you there.